Hello. Hello out there. YouTube land. I'm back. I'm fucking back. I've been gone for 2 weeks. Yes, I'm back. Anybody out there yet? Okay, let's talk some stocks. See here. First and foremost, right now I'm watching SRNE go red on the day right here. Red to green was at 13. It just bounced a little bit. I was short yesterday. It didn't crack 13, so I got out yesterday. I was short. I think I was short one of these higher lows right here and then faded it. But it never really cracked 13 and kept fading, so then I didn't want to hold it overnight. So, okay, so let's talk about what is going on with me. Let's see here. I've been gone for a couple weeks, so I apologize for that. I've had a lot going on, to say the least. I've had a lot of, first I went to the lake with my in-laws, with my wife's family. And so and then whenever I got back, work had just completely bombarded me, and I had so much stuff going on with work, and I really couldn't do the live stream. Then on Monday here in Iowa, we got hit with a freaking hurricane. Believe it or not, it wasn't actually an official hurricane, but we had 100-mile-an-hour winds. It was like the worst storm I've ever seen in Iowa, and I've been living here 20 years. So it was unreal. And so the whole city of Cedar Rapids lost power. We have no power. I've been displaced. Me and my family and I have been displaced. We've been staying at my brother-in-law's house because we've had no power at our house. So that's why I haven't been doing any live streams. The whole city of Cedar Rapids is out of power. My work was out of power. So everything that I had been working on at work, we couldn't finish. There's still a lot going on there. So yeah, I actually just got back to my house this morning, about an hour ago. Been displaced for a week now, but yeah, it's my house, my whole neighborhood got tore up. We had shingle damage, siding damage. My kid's playset that I had spent about 40 hours building and cost me about $3,000. I had 10 pieces of rebar bolted around that thing and anchored down to the ground, and the rebar was knocked into the ground, anchored into the ground 13 inches, and this storm bent the rebar and ripped the playset out of the ground and just hurled it on the ground, and it just and blew it across the yard and tore it up. So yeah, but we got home, so we have homeowners insurance for. But on the upside though, so that's why I've been able to do live stream at all this week. I've been trading from a coffee shop in Iowa City. I've been trading. Yeah, morning, glad we're back. We're okay. It's all good. It just sucked a little bit, not having power, no internet. It knocked out power and internet, and Cedar Rapids got it the worst. All of Cedar Rapids was out. Anyways, but this week has been pretty good as I've been trading from a coffee shop, and yesterday I nailed the long and the short on SRNE. Or this week I nailed the long and the short. So I nailed the short. I caught the late day fade. I think it was short around the 16s. And then covering down here. And then I caught the bounce. I I almost bottom ticked it. I think I got it around around the 11s, and then sold into the squeeze. I sold the last of it yesterday in the 420s, and then turned around and got short, and then faded that to 13, and then covered because it wouldn't breaking down. But now it's going right on the day, which is 13. So this might continue fading today. I'm not sure. It just put in a little bounce and it went red. I don't have a whole lot on my watch list today, but I am going to short some of this right now because it just went red. It goes green. So it's got a little bit short on SRNE. Let's see what else. Yeah, so it's been interesting the last couple weeks. But I did yesterday. I caught NTN. This. So get this. This is funny. You guys are gonna kick out of this. NTN. I nailed this one yesterday. I made about $5 yesterday, and it was between SRNE and NTN, and a lot of it was on NTN. So on this pullback, it put the double bottom in here right around VWAP. I bought this. I got in at, I think, 417. I got in at 417. I set the stop loss just below at $4. And then, so I set the stop loss because I was leaving the coffee shop. So I left the coffee shop, and at my brother-in-law's house, he had no internet either because he just moved into his house and he had just got his power back. But if I walked up the street and went to the park, I could kind of get some sketchy internet off my phone. So I set the stop loss. My wife and I and my kid, my two kids, we decided to go to the park for a walk. We're walking to the park. I get to the park, and this son of a bitch is at 6. Couldn't believe it. So yeah, so I'm selling up into this spike all the way up towards 7. I was thinking it was going to be a multi-day runner. I kept 200 shares, a small piece, just to see if it was a multi-day runner. And then it had this huge yank back, and I bought some more. I went back to the coffee shop after I got done with the walk. And then right here in the 480s, I added a buttload of shares here. And then I sold into this little spike, and then that was it. And then it just faded off. Just went to hell after that. So that was a big winner for me yesterday. Let's see what else. PEIX. I shorted this yesterday, but in the afternoon, expecting it to crack this sideways price action and fade. But it never cracked it yesterday. It held. So I just got out, and then today it's actually giving it up a little bit. So I'd be covering into that. So that one I'm going to watch for a bounce towards, well, wow. So it did bounce from, maybe I'll take a starter there. Let's look, let me get the, yeah, I'm going to pull that one up. Box L is squeezing right now. PEIX. Let's look at the daily on PEIX. I mean, there's not a whole lot of meat on them. Yeah, it's up there pretty good. So I'm thinking we might get some fades. Well, it's already at 340 now, so I'm thinking we might get maybe around 3. Really, ideally, I'd like to... Okay, so the red to green on PEIX is 376, so that would be my ideal area to short. So we'll take a starter, and then if it gets up to the 360s, 370s, I'll add. All right, I just got to fill at 343. I got to fill on PEIX. So we'll see if it bounces to 370s. I'll look to add, and then we'll risk probably like 3. Well, I should risk 4. But if it goes green, I want to get out. Price, I'll risk 375. Another one that is not RNet, but TLC. TLC. All right. Oops. So TLC. Henry alerted me this morning. PIX had an offering. Oh, thank you for that, Bison. At what price? Do you know what price they had an offering? Let me look at the news real quick. PEIX had the offering. So let's check that out. Of course they had an offering. I don't see where they did an offering at. Do you know what price they did the offering at? Pal Cash, good morning, bro. Good morning. Feels good to be back. Fuck. Feels good to be back in my house with internet and power. Jeez. Yeah, so. Oh, gosh. Yeah, it feels good to be back. All right, so back to stocks. Let's see here. So PIX, SRNE, TLC. That is a big runner this morning. TLC's got a float of 34 million. Look at this. Yeah, so Henry alerted me this morning. He says, I'm in at 650. Look at this. He got in at 650. Let me see if he told me when he sold. Oh, wow. He said that he made $500 this morning on TLC. Nice work, Henry. Nice work. Anyways, so let's see here. Let's see where he sold at. TLC long TLC at 650. Sold some at 950. Sold some more at 12. All out at 1150. Damn, Henry. Wow, nice work. Then he got back in at listen to this, is the funniest text of all. He got back in TLC at $10. He's gonna hold for 20. Oh God. He's so optimistic. It makes me laugh. Hey, but yesterday he told me that when I was long NTN, he told me he was gonna go to 6, and I'm like, you're smoking crack. That thing ain't gonna go to fucking 10. No way. Or no, 6. I was like, it's not going to 6. And what does it do? We bet 20 burpees on it, and I had to pay up, so I had to do 20 burpees. Craig, Jonathan, what's up, man? Let's see here. We got Craig. I remember this one. Sykes likes to buy this one. Oh, shit. All right, well, that's going top of the watch list. Look at that. Let's look at that news real quick. How is that not hitting my high day scanner? Oh, there it is. Greg. China Recycling Energy says expects to reposition energy sustainable business. It says back on track to continue evaluating several exciting strategic opportunities to reinvest. Yeah, right. I don't believe in it. Yeah, it's been a while. I was just, Jonathan, I was just saying I've been out for a couple of weeks. We basically had a hurricane in Iowa. 100-mile-an-hour winds, tore up knocked out power in my whole city. The whole city was out of power. I've been displaced, been trading from a coffee shop. Yeah, tore up my house. You know, today's my first. We just got back power last night. Just got in this morning, so that's why I've been out. I haven't been able to do the live stream because I have one computer I use for trading, another one I use for the live stream software. So I haven't been able to do both. If I'm not at home, I can't do the live stream. So yeah, Craig. First thing that goes to my mind when I see Craig is I want to short it, but. So yeah, I'll be back next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, and Henry will be here. He's off on Wednesdays now, so Wednesdays and Fridays we're gonna try to get back on track and get regular again. PEIX, not sure on the price. It happened after hours yesterday. Saw in the IU chat. Hope I got the story correct. Sweet. I didn't know you were an IU customer. Bison, I am too. Yeah, I did know that. I think I knew that. Jonathan is too. Yes. Anyway, so we got Craig pulling back. Box L is also moving. Look at Box L. The only thing I think when I see Box L is I want to short it. But there's not enough meat on the bone right now. I mean, it looks like it's just starting its run. It looks like it's going to break out over this pivot point in the 260s. Hopefully it can squeeze. I'd love to see this thing squeeze a little bit so I could short it, but I'm not going to long it. I can't long Box L. They're too fucking bad. And meanwhile, my SRNE short seems to be fading and working out nicely right now. It's red on the day. Let's see what else. Sorry to hear that. Oh yeah, but you know what? It's all good. Nothing the insurance won't take care of. Yeah, the insurance won't take care of all that, and you know, my house is kind of a mess right now. I got a lot of cleaning to do. We got a lot going on at work. I'm finishing up an addition onto one of my buildings, and so there's a bunch of stuff that needs to get done there, and we couldn't work on that because of all the power being out. But other than that, I mean, everybody's safe. It's all good. Makes you appreciate these luxuries of internet. It's been getting internet around my area has been a bitch, because when it knocked out the power, it like basically it knocked out like I could you know, normally you can get real good internet through the LTE through your like Verizon. So like if I ever don't have internet, like say I'm driving down the road or something, if I'm traveling, usually you can get internet. You can use that as a hotspot on your computer, right? And you watch TV, do this, do that. I couldn't get any internet anywhere around here. So it was a pain in the ass getting internet at all. I mean, some places had power but no internet. So I don't know. It's definitely been an interesting week. So, but now things are getting back to normal. This week has been a great week though for trading for me, anyways. I nailed that NTN long yesterday, and the SRNE I nailed it long and short. What else did I trade this week? CLSK. I haven't looked at that one. What is that one doing? CLSK. Look at the daily. CLSK holding up, man. Looks like it's wanting to putting in this higher lows, looking like it wants to keep going. So I'm going to keep that one on a side chart. PEIX. What are you going to do? Are you going to drop or are you going to bounce more at the open? I don't know. Man, this SRNE. Wish I would have held my shares from yesterday, but I didn't want to have any overnight risk. There we go. Look at that SRNE fade. Maybe I should take... No, I'm not going to take any off yet. I'm in at 1277. I got kind of a shitty entry. I was trying to get this bounce, but yeah, I didn't get a very good entry. But that's okay. It'll probably come back and come up to 13 is the red to green, so really, ideally, I'd like to see that act as resistance and short somewhere into some kind of bounce. So now we're down to the 250s. I am going to take a little bit off. Alright, got up. I covered some right there. In the 240, or in the 1240s, not 240s. Hope anybody else got any trade ideas? Any long, short? Anybody else in anything right now? See, oh, we got 1 minute till the open. Wow, that went quick. I didn't even go get any coffee. So we got 1 minute till the open. I'm not going to try to overtrade today too much because I got a lot of stuff to do around my house. I mean, everything's a disaster around here. Broke a couple of my windows in the back of my house, so I got a bunch of glass everywhere. We had a fire pit on our deck that had like a glass top. That thing got knocked off the porch, and then because our deck is up high, got knocked off, and then glass went everywhere. Look at that. SRNE is dropping right now. PEIX looked like it's kind of fading a little bit, but not much. All right, SRNE starting to bounce. So if SRNE bounces up somewhere close to 13, I'm gonna add to my position on that short. PEIX. There we go. We're getting some fades on PEIX now. Get ready to cover some here soon. You gonna give it up, PEIX? Looks like it's wanting to come back now. Cover half my PEIX at 339. SRNE and Boxel trying to spike a little bit. Wonder if this TLC is going to come back. I didn't read the news on it. And TLC, you know what? I don't like TLC as a long right now because it spiked a couple of weeks ago. Back in July, it spiked about a month ago. And actually exactly a month ago. And it just got crushed all day. All right. More fades on SRNE. See if anything hitting my high day scanner. I'm also watching MTP, RKT, SHLL, AMTX. All right, PEIX. You are kind of boring. All right, I'm done with PEIX now. I just covered the rest of it. I don't want to watch it. It's taking up my mental capital. Now we're starting to get a bounce on SRNE. Little bounce. Oh, yeah. I'm getting more fades at PEIX. Boxel's holding the 240s. Am I going to short HX? Look at HX. HX. That one is not on my radar. Oops. Well, the daily. Oh, shit. I don't want to take Craig off either. Forgot about Craig. Betcha Craig. Yeah, look at that. I almost shorted that spike at $5 on Craig. Because this thing sucks. No, I'm not going to short HX. I mean, it's at its right now. It looks like it's bouncing off support in the 140s. So yeah, definitely not enough meat on the bone there for me. Man, I should have snagged some of that short on Craig at $5. Oh well, it's okay. Leroy is running. Good morning, Matt. Guys and gals. MTP. Is that yeah, it's spiking now. MTP is moving. MTP. Yeah, look at that. I'm not going to chase it right now, though. We'll see if we can pull back and hold its initial spike. CASS. Look like it's hitting high day scanner in the 360s. Looks like it's about to break out on the daily chart. Looks like I should have added to my short there at 1250 on SRNE. And there goes SRNE. Looks like it's about to break 12. Craig at $4 now. See if they had news. Craig. Yep, they have some news. Earnings. Recycling Energy said expects to reposition energy sustainability business. Hey Matt, did you catch some of that TLC with Henry this morning? I saw the alert at 6:50, but I was like packing up my car. I was leaving my brother-in-law's house, trying to get all my shit together, so I didn't want to trade it from my phone, especially with their sketchy ass internet service on the phone out there in Iowa City. Craig finding support at 4, trying to spike now. MTP pulling back. Craig trying to spike a little bit. TLC still fading. Down to 850 now. Boxell giving it up. Ooh, SRNE. Sorry, bruh. Look at SRNE. Damn, I should have added into this little pop right here at 1250. Damn it. Alright. It just snapped 12 and then it's bouncing back now. Maybe I should take some off. Alright. Took some more off of this SRNE. Should have got it into this drop right here. Got some out at 1206. And look at that. Craig's starting to come back. Trying to spike. Look at that. Craig trying to spike. God, it makes me want to short it. But day one of a move. See, the last time look, every single time it spikes, it fails, though. I can't help it. I got to short it. Every time this thing spikes, it fails. No shares to short. All right. I tried to get it at 460, but no shares. Man, oh man, SRNE just falling apart. 1175. TLC, I don't see anything I'm into right now, so I'm just gonna sit here and hang out. I just got a small piece of SRNE right now, and that's pretty much it. But I already had a great week this week. This week was really good. SHLL Slam, really. Let me pull up SH. I know Mark Crook was long yesterday. He was buying the breakout. Is that a dip buy? SHLL? Probably not. I'm not going to dip by it. Get out the 5-minute chart. I mean, you could buy it here at 23. I could see a case for someone buying it right here. I'm not going to buy it, though. Matt, no, I watched it run without me. That's okay. TLC broke 630. TLC broke 630. VWAP 1030 and went to 1307. KNDI. Is KNDI moving? Tim Sykes just said HX runner from yesterday, potential dip buy 2. Really? HX potential dip buy? Oh yeah. Look at it. There it goes. Wow, I kind of like the idea of buying that. 1 to 250. All right, I'll throw this one on the HX. I don't know what the float is. 19 million in the float. All right, Matt says KNDI. Let's look at that one. Oh gosh, it looks like a choppy mess the last few days. I mean, it did squeeze about a month ago. It's just consolidating. Yeah, on the daily, it just looks like it's kind of consolidating. Maybe if it gets over 1030, 1025, it's over that pivot point right here. Maybe it could come back and squeeze some more. Right now, I'm not interested. No volume on KNDI. No volume. I mean, it could be like more of a swing trade idea where you buy it and then, you know, maybe risk off this low, risk 8, and then with, you know, you're thinking that it's going to squeeze up towards, you know, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Neo dip buy? Neo's been dead to me lately. I haven't been messing with it. Nah. No, I don't. Right now, I'm not. You know, I'm bullish on the electric car vehicle section. Definitely bullish Tesla. Look at Craig just giving it up. 460. I would have had a nice short there. That thing gives it up every time. But NIO is a Chinese car company, and I know that Trump is looking to... Basically, in politics, there's a lot of talk about delisting the China stocks because the United States is in their feelings about China right now. So I'm just a little scared about... Especially for, I mean, I'll day trade the China stocks, but for swing trade ideas. And right now, it's, you know, I mean, it's mid-range. NIO is. It's mid-range. I don't know whether it's going to go down to this support or if it's going to come back. So I don't know what it's going to do. So I'm not touching it. MTP. Oh, that was the yank right there. That was the pullback. Took my eyes off of it. That pullback right there. Could have snagged some in the 320s. Got 60 cents a share in 2 minutes. But Boxell giving it up. This is why I can't buy Boxell. Every spike sells off. Maybe MTP can keep going. It's coming up to that resistance in the 4 at 4, so I'm not going to leave it alone for now. We'll watch it though. I mean, if it can spike and hold its gains all day, maybe it can get over the 420s and really squeeze hard. Let's see here. CLSK with a little spike. SRNE back to the 1220s. Yeah. Let's see what else. Yeah, people in the people. Some people are talking about OPTI. Let's look at that one real quick. OPTI. That's in Sykes' chat room. Some people are talking about OPTI. About to get to $1. Oh, not $1. About to get to 10 cents. Yeah, I mean, actually, OPTI, look at that. You get the big squeeze, and you got the fade, and then now it's putting in the bounce. I don't like stocks this cheap, though. Tim Sykes just said skies. Court news spike. SKYS. Look at that. So. Wow. Nate Mashad thinks that SRNE can be single digits. Don't underestimate the unwind. He likes all pops. Now he makes me want to add to my position. Makes me feel dumb for covering. Well, I just chased it a little bit, added, but that's okay. I already was short from the 1270s. Oh, man. EBON running. Really? EBON? EBON. E-bone. Yep. Pushing up towards the pre-market highs. What's the float on this? EBON. 74 million in the float. And back in 1 month ago, it had 2 days where it spiked up to $7 and $8, and they both failed. So I'm inclined to not chase this up here. Not going to chase it up here. Guess I'll just hang out with my SRNE short. Other than that, yeah, E-bone way up there. Is it going to fail? So it's going to roll over. Last time it spiked to 7, a month ago it failed. It went to like 720 or something and then got smacked down. Ooh, look at that. FAMI. Over $1. Breaking the intraday high and the pre-market highs. And breaking out on the daily. FAMI. Let's see if this... It's got a float of 1.7 million. I am interested in FAMI. I like the fact that it's breaking out on the daily. I'm going to buy some before it goes without me. Got some at 115. And I'm going to add on this little pullback here It's not really pulling back that much. I added at 115. So yeah, I just like how all the timelines are lining up on FAMI right now. I like the fact that it's low float. It's got 1.7 million in the float. I like the fact that it's breaking the intraday high. I like the fact that it's breaking out on the daily chart. Receives orders for dried mushroom products. So they have news this morning. Receives news customer orders for export to the U.S. and Canada. So they're getting supplier of agricultural products of China said Friday its units Forest Food Zhejiang, I can't pronounce that, Forest Food Company received orders for dried whole mushrooms and dried mushroom slices. Congratulations. Sounds like a reason for it to go to the moon. What? There we go. Hey, look at that. We're at 117 now. FAMI. Shall I pump it in the chat? FAMI breaking out on multiple time frames. I'm going to say it right now. All right. FAMI breaking out on multiple time frames. Okay, it's pulling back a little bit. And we just need some volume. And there's a little bit of pullback. Should have added there at 110, but I was typing. That's okay. We'll just ride with what I got. There we go. Come on, squeeze, bitch. 122. All right. Squeezing a little bit. See if I can practice some patience. Someone just messaged me in FAMI at 112. Hendo gave me question mark. What do you question? I don't multi-time frames. What don't you understand? Yeah. Well, there's 120. 121. Keep going. Meanwhile, more fades on SRNE. More fades. TLC found support at 8. Come on, FAMI. Just gonna. Alright, I'm gonna put a stop loss in on FAMI. Put it at $1.09. If you can't hold that, if it fades down to 1, maybe I'll try to rebuy it there. See if it holds $1.10. Well, doesn't look like it's going to hold $1.10. Maybe it will. Meanwhile, I like that. Well, I thought TLC was putting in some support at $8, but oh yeah, I forgot. It's got that horrific daily where it just had a recent spike that gave it all the way up. All right, I just hit my risk on FAMI, but I'm still interested in it. I'm just not sure. I'm gonna try to get it closer to 1, but it's pulling back to VWAP. Man, I shouldn't have got out. Kept my wrist too tight. I'm gonna hop back in. I think this has the potential to really go. FAMI does. Now, if it, instead of cutting the loss, if it goes down to, if it breaks 110 again and it goes down to 1, I'm gonna, because really I should be risking like under 1. I should risk 1. Okay, I got some more. All right. TLC breaking 8 now. Cracking 8. If it continues to fade back to 1, I'm going to add some more, and then we'll risk these lows. Risk a few $100. Boxel, you suck. I should have just shorted your ass in the 250s. AMTX spiked to the 270s. Now it's bouncing. Oh, come on, FAMI. I'm going to hold that VWAP. FAMI, Investors Live says, FAMI always thin on the way up, cautious once trend shifts, gets thick fast. Always thin on the way up, cautious. Once trend shifts, gets thick fast. Uh-oh, the family's home. Wife and kids are home. They just showed up. My wife's not going to let me trade too long today, because we got a lot of shit to do around here. All right, so now FAMI is... Now I'm going to add some more. All right, got some more at $1.07. $1.04. Okay, I got an order added more at $1.02. If I don't get a fill, oh well. Meanwhile, SRNE still looking very, very heavy. So ideally, if we, this trend right here should stay intact. MBOT, fresh highs from yesterday. No position. Catalyst Monday, I believe it. What I said, not following story. It's MBOT. See if I get another fill at 102. I don't think I'm going to, actually. I'm going to add a little bit more here. 106. All right, I got it at 107. Okay. Oh, shit. Do I really have that many shares? Oh, my God. I grabbed way too many shares of this. I accidentally grabbed 10,000 shares. Okay, now I feel better. I just sold. Yeah, I had way too many shares there. Didn't mean to grab that many. So now I got 5,000 shares. That I can live with. Mbot. What's Mbot doing? Mbot is squeezing. Wow, nice. INO. Bouncing a little bit. INO. Man, what a fade. INO just got its ass kicked. Alright, so now we're starting to get a little bit of a bounce. God, this, yeah, I mean, with the way FAMI, I mean, it's got a float of 1 million, 1.7 million, and it just seems like it, when he's, to me it seems like it trades thick right now. It seems like it's like the float, the way it's trading, it seems, I would guess that the float would be way higher than what it is. Ooh, nice crack of sideways price action on SRNE. TBLT losing its gains. And there we go. Pop up off of 111. Nice. The 110. Come on. Damn it. I don't like that little rejection right there. So I sold a little bit at 110. My new average right now is 107 with FAMI. Look at that, just smack down. MTP might be the play. Look at that. MTP up at 418. It's at the pre-market highs right now. All right, I'm going to put in a stop loss. Doesn't look like it's going to hold one. Alright, I got the stop loss in. FAMI. Golly, breaking out of multiple time frames. And then you just want to fall apart. It's disappointing. MTP, though, I'm interested in that one. Look at that one. Breaking out. Breaking high day. Wow, MTP is looking... What's the float on this? MTP float is 6 million. It's over 4. I'm gonna buy some. I'm not gonna fucking... Damn it. Didn't want to chase it. Feel like I chased it. Okay, I'm in at 415. Yeah, I chased it. Look at that. It's pulling back though. See how it holds 4. 7409. hate the fact that it recently had a spike that failed. Hate that. Hate that, hate that, hate that. Scares me. All right, I'm out of MTP. I don't like the fact that it had that spike. If you look at MTP right now, this scares the shit out of me. Is this? So if you look at this daily, look what happened. Back, what was this? 721. So like 3 weeks ago. I mean, it spiked and there's just going to be, it's just too recent of a failed spike where you got all these fucking bag holders that are going to just sell into this shit. I mean, volume trumps everything. So if it gets the right volume, it could go. But I do not like that daily chart. So I'm out. Now, I do like the FAMI daily chart, but I just don't like the price action right now. The price action right now looks gay as fuck. No offense to anybody. Yeah. Well, I guess it did have this spike where it failed, but it's trying to get it. I like it's over a whole dollar. Man, maybe I'm just talking myself into a trade. If you stare at a chart long enough, like say you're long on a stock, you long bias, if you stare at a chart long enough, you can sit there and invent reasons to why you think it's going to go your way. FAMI don't look like it's going to have the juice. I don't believe it. And look at that. MTP cracking 4. That's why I got out. Oh, I just tried to sell FAMI at 105 and it I pressed sell right at 105 and immediately it just kind of dumped. Might just sell it right here at 102. Alright, I'm all out of FAMI. Man. MTP. Hell, I should have been trying to short it. What was I thinking? TLC down to 750. Still fading. Looks like it's going to be an all-day fader. Golly. What's the overall market doing? The SPY is slightly red on the day. FAMI testing $1 right now. MTP trying to hold 350. Someone said Craig, curl. Really? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit of a curl. I guess it could come back. I don't believe in it. Okay, Craig is garbage. Right, Henry? If you're listening out there, Craig is fucking garbage. SRNE trying to come back a little bit. 12. Added a little bit more into that pop on SRNE. Up at 12. Yep. And FAMI just broke the sideways price action. Look at that, Craig, coming back. Look at that, right off 4. Curling up. Yeah, might get rejected by VWAP though. There's FAMI trying to hold a dollar. I'm not getting back in though. I'm not getting back in. TLC fading all the way to 740. Man, Henry got some good sells on that one. AMTX. Nothing. TFFP hitting high day scanner. Wow. TFFP. Breaking out on the daily. Look at that. MTP falling apart. What a shame. What a shame. MTP is one and done on the daily. Yes, sir. You are exactly correct. We'll see if it runs for a possible afternoon play due to the volume and the idiots piling in. Well, I don't know. I'm definitely not gonna fuck with it. You know what? I hopped in up there, up at 413, 415, and then once I re-looked at because I liked the intraday chart on it. MTP. So it looked like it was breaking out here over the pre-market highs, and it was over 4, and so I was thinking, all right, wow, this thing's gonna go, right? So I bought it, and then I looked at the daily chart, and I was like, oh shit, this is the one that had that recent failed spike, so that's why I got out quick. Get FAMI trying to hold a dollar. Good for you, FAMI. I got FOMO. FAMI goes without me. I want to be so butthurt. All right, FAMI looked like it put in took a small position. I'm just gonna risk the low of this candle right here, 98 cents. Just because I got FOMO and it got me. FOMO got me. I can set because something's gonna fucking pop off here soon. Something's gonna run. Like right now, there's a lot of shit failing, but something's gonna pop off. And I do like the daily on FAMI. Let me look at it one more time. Make sure I like it as much as I think I like it. It does have a history of failed spikes. It's over a dollar. Yeah. Well, not going to get married to it. We'll set the stop loss and we'll see if it can go. There's $1.08. Well, it's popping off that dollar a little bit. Yay. I'm up $150 on it. If it retests 120, I'll sell some up right there. And we'll hold the rest. There we go, 110. There you go. Come on, FAMI. You little bitch. All right, I can't help it. I have to sell a little bit there. All right, so now I sold a little bit into that pop right there because this could just be a higher low, and then it gets rejected here at 110, and then it pulls back, and then it just gives it up and fades the rest of the day like it did not too long ago. So now I took off 1/3 of my position. So if it does go against me and I do have to cut the loss at 98 cents, then I won't lose on it. Meanwhile, SRNE kind of curling a little bit. Okay, SRNE right up at VWAP. I added some more right there at 1206. Look at that. FAMI. Come on, FAMI. Break that 120. I'm going to put in a wish order at 119. See if I can get a sell there at 119. It ain't going to get there. Oh, you suck, FAMI. All right, I got some out at 114 now. And I'm going to hold the rest. So I got half my position. And we'll see if it can get over 120. I'm not going to hold my breath, though. I honestly don't think it's going to. But I never think the stocks are going to keep going up. I mean, it's day one. I'm not going to short it. Not enough meat on the bone. Somebody says CLSK is heavy. Oh, wow. CLSK is heavy looking. Glad they said that. Look at. Wow. Looks like it wants to break 11 and then maybe fall apart. Who knows? Look at that. Could just get bought up here at 11 though. And MTP down to 325. God, MTP, you suck. You know what? I'm taking MTP off my fucking screen. I don't even want to look at it. Look at that. Go, FAMI. Uh-oh. It's breaking out. FAMI breaking out. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? FAMI. Fresh highs. Whoop, whoop. FAMI. BAMI. Look at that, FAMI. I just added. I'm so bad. Sell too early. Added the wrong spot. Adding on the breakout. My new average is 108. I added just a little bit, though. Look at that, FAMI. I added because it's breaking out. I feel like I'm chasing, though. when I add, but I only added a small piece. Come on. See, when it pulls back, maybe to 110, that's where I should be adding. See how it holds 120. Is FAMI going to hold 120? VWAP is 110. So now I could risk my entry, which would be 108. Because I want to give it some room to chop around, right? Or I could have took my, into that spike towards 130, I could have took my $500 of profit and then just been done. But I think this might have a little more juice in it. Volume is coming in. And it looks like it wants to hold 120. It's going to hold 120. 122. 121. It's pulling back. Okay, cracked 120. Hmm, 122. 123. It is going to hold. I almost added more there at 120, but then I didn't. 127. Look at that. Oh. There it goes. Look at that volume coming in on FAMI. Nice. Catching the spike. 130. Oh, I should sell some up here. Missed it. I tried to sell at 130 and I missed it. I don't trust FAMI, so I'm going to sell a little bit. Sold some at 126. Come on, FAMI, squeeze for us. I mean, it's got a float of 1.7 million. It trades like it. Trades like it just, like it has a hard time, like it fights for every penny. So there are all these bag holders selling into every fucking spike. And the profit takers like myself. Skies trending highs. SKYS. Yeah, I guess it is a little bit. Well, so far so good for FAMI. It's holding this 120 area. I like that. How high can it go? Can it get to 150? Probably not. Come on, FAMI. I don't think FAMI can even get over 130 now. Jesus. Maybe it can. All right, I put the stop loss in on FAMI at 119 because if it can't hold the 120s, I feel like it's going to fade back to 110. I mean, really, I should put it 118. I want to see it. Yeah, well, yeah. It's looking real. It's looking toppy here. You know? I mean, it is a bull flag, spike up, and it's going to go sideways. Bull flag, and then hopefully we get another squeeze, another push. But to me, it looks like it's about to roll over. And there's the rollover. Okay, I'm out. If I thought that, I should have been selling up in the high 120s. It's alright, though. I made some money on it. Yeah. Other than that, I just don't see anything else. FAMI was the only one I was somewhat interested in. I'm out of that now. Made a few bucks. I think that's going to do it for me. I don't think I'm going to trade anymore. My add-on SRNE is looking like it's looking okay right now. It's kind of rolling over. I added right up here when I pop up to VWAP. And we're fading SRNE. Yeah, I got lots of stuff to do around my house, so I should cut this one short. I'll come back and look at the afternoon here in a little bit, but my wife is like unpacking all our stuff. We had to move all of our food. We had to pull all our stuff out of our deep freezer. So a while ago, last year, I was playing poker at the casino, and I guess I was just randomly entered into like a drawing just by showing up, you know, because they got your player's card. Anyways, so I was playing poker at the casino on one Sunday afternoon, and all of a sudden they call my name. They call my name. They're like, "You're a winner." So I left the poker room. You had to go over to this thing, and they have this big wheel. So I spun this wheel, and then it landed on a Yeti cooler. So I'm like, a cooler? You know, whatever. I don't really think much of the cooler. But I looked it up online. Apparently this cooler that I won is like, it costs over $400 for a fucking cooler. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. What is so I'm looking at it. I'm thinking, does it have Wi-Fi on it? What is it? Does it, you know, it doesn't seem, I mean, it looks durable and it's nice, but I didn't think this thing ain't worth $400. So now we get to, you know, we have this natural disaster and I get displaced. My family and I get displaced. So we get all of our food. Like I have a deep freezer with meat and a bunch of shit. And so I put all this food in this Yeti cooler on Monday. And we came back. This morning, I brought the cooler back this morning. That thing still had ice in it. It had not melted all the ice in it. And it kept everything cold. For like 5 days. Can't believe it. So that's why I guess it cost over $400. But I mean, who needs to... Oh, look at that. Look at that on FAM. Henry would be talking shit to me right. You always sell too early. Well, guess what? I didn't sell too early on NTN yesterday, did I? I rolled that motherfucker up. Look at that, the 130s. I want to short it, but I'm not going to. 30 cents a share on $1 stock. I still made money on it though. I had my wrist too tight. I thought I was going to go all the way down to 110. Where goes the 130s? Hopefully I can go to 140 now. Ooh, there's shares to short. Not going to short it though. Even though I feel like this spike is not... Every spike has a pullback. Just like every rose has a thorn. Get it? Okay, you have to be like over 40 to get that joke, I think. Or over 35. Okay, no, actually, shares are running out really fast on FAMI. You know what I should have done? I should have just set my stop loss at like 110 and then just left and came back in like an hour. Then I don't have to sit here and watch every fucking tick. Because that's what happened with NTN yesterday, and all of a sudden I surprised the shit out of myself and looked at it, and it was at 6. And then I was doing burpees for Henry. Actually, I did double the burpees too. Because my first set of burpees, I was on 18, and because I was at the park, and I had my phone sitting on a tree, and I was doing the burpees, and then my daughter decides to just go up on number 18 and picks up the phone. Like, no, put it down. And so when I tell her to put it down, and she like stopped the recording and like X'd out of it or something, you know what I mean, on accident. So I had to do the burpees all over again. And then Henry owed me 20 burpees from last week that he has not paid. He has not paid me. And he was like, okay, I owed you 20 burpees, and now you owe me 20 burpees, so they just cancel out. I'm like, no, Henry, they don't cancel out. Okay? Maybe if it was money, but not in burpee land. Okay? You still got to get it in. Stop being such a pussy. Am I right or am I right? Does anybody else agree with me that we still have to pay up on the burpees? They don't fucking cancel out. Especially it's summertime. Such nice weather. Yeah, those burpees yesterday sparked the whole workout for me. Because I was out at the park, so after I got done with the burpees, my daughter's playing on the jungle gym. I ended up going over there and doing a jungle gym workout with her. I was doing pull-ups, push-ups, and box jumps, jumping up. They had like these ledges, jumping up on stuff. I was fucking sweating my ass off before I knew it. And my daughter was getting hot too because she was doing some of the stuff with me. So then we're walking home. And I'm thirsty as shit. And I decide, all right, I'm going to take a shortcut. So I take a shortcut to my brother-in-law's house. So I'm coming up on his backyard. And he lives up like on a big hill. And so I'm carrying my daughter because she looks like she's about to be a heat casualty. So then I decide, you know what? I'm feeling motivated. I was like, there's the water's at the top of the hill. So I run up the hill with my daughter. I get to the top and I think I'm about to have a heart attack. Son of a bitch! Look at that. 140. I nailed it. It was a great trade idea. Got back in at 1. Oh, 140, 40 cents a share. And I fucking... See, look, this is a perfect example. Okay, so it spikes up. It pulls back right here. I kept my wrist too tight. I didn't give enough wiggle room. I should at least give it VWAP. But you know why I did that? I'll tell you why. It's because I was looking at my P&L. I was looking at my profits. And I just didn't want them to disappear. So that's why I kept it tighter than, because I was like, I just want to make something on it because I just didn't believe in it. This was the spot to add. You don't sell into weakness. You sell into strength. Like right now is a good time to sell into this at 140. Right now is a good time if you want to sell. You know, you make 40 cents a share on a $1 stock. That's fucking almost 50%. You take that shit. Instead, greed took over, and I was like, I didn't want to give up all my profits. I should have been risking VWAP. Instead, I sold on this little pullback, and I missed out on this whole extra 10 minutes of squeezing another 20 cents of profits. Okay? Don't sell into weakness. You sell into strength. Sell into the push. Don't sell on the pullback. Fucking bonehead play. That's okay, though. Still green. Okay, I gotta remind myself. Green. SHLL. Red to green. Earlier, I was wondering, I was like, is that a good buy right here? Remember? Jonathan said SHLL slam. Yup, look at that panic. I was thinking that was a pretty good buy on that dip, you know, right into all this support from yesterday. Look at that. You got all this support from yesterday. You know, you got a failed morning spike and it slams down. Boom, look at that. You can buy that. But I'd be selling into this right here. Or at least half. $2 a share. Okay, Nate says EXPI retaking trend cautious Finny odds. I don't like that one that much. Okay, well, you know what? I made a few bucks. I'm gonna be done for now. It was fun. Man, you guys just hopped right in. Thank you so much for coming. Sorry I've been gone so long. I love doing the live streams, man. I love interacting with you guys. Love you guys throwing out ideas. It's fun. Nobody commented about the burpee thing. My feelings are hurt. Should the burpees cancel out? Or should we both have to do them? I think we should both have to do them. Okay, we're not getting any younger, Henry. My only trade right now is SRNE. That's the only thing I'm in right now. I'm fading this. I mean, man. Look at that. I mean, if it breaks, I mean, I would say that, I mean, Nate from Investors Underground said don't underestimate this. He thinks he could see single digits today, which would mean like 9? Wow. There's no way. I could not see this thing fading down to 9 today. No way. For me, I think best case scenario would be like 11. I mean, it's already dropped shit over $1 a share today. But what's the motto? If you think the stock can't go any higher because it's up too much, it probably goes higher. And if you think the stock can't go any lower, probably goes lower. So more times than not, or many times, stocks can go up or they can go down further than you think. That's for fucking sure. So we'll fade this, see if it cracks low a day. I think I'm just going to risk this 224 for now. If it takes that out, takes out 225, you know, maybe we'll look at reshort near red to green at 13. Skies still hitting high day scanner. Leroy says smash the like buttons. Thank you, Leroy. Yeah, thank you, Jonathan. Thank you. The burpees shouldn't be canceled. Okay, both of us are over 40, man. So that means we gotta keep moving. Gotta move to improve. Right? We gotta get it in. Or else you just get old. And then your dick stops working. And you really got issues. Okay? We don't want that to happen. Let me see if I can short FAMI into this little bounce. See if there's any shares to short. Oh, wow. There is shares. It's about to break 142. That was probably a bad short. It's okay, though. I took small size. I don't believe in FAMI. And on FAMI, it has, just when I tell myself I'm not going to trade anymore, I fucking get in a trade. So look at FAMI right here on the daily chart. See, back on, this is why I'm shorting it, back on in June, a couple months ago, squeezed up to 150, and it failed. So now it's at 140. So I could see this thing failing. It's going to get over 140. I mean, the volume is building, though. I think it's going to get smacked at 150, though. So I'm going to add into this squeeze towards 150. It's looking toppy to me. Added some more. Okay, I'm short at 140 now on FAMI. Everyone says don't try to guess the top, but for some reason I like doing that. Let's see here. Let's pull them back a little bit. I might be early, though. I mean, the trend is still definitely intact on FAMI. I better put another order in if it goes to 150. I want to make sure there's shares to short. And really, I mean, this could pull back to VWAP, pull back to like say 120, 125, and if it holds that all day long, then maybe it could end up being a multi-day runner. I mean, it is looking like it's wanting to break out. It's got good volume. Let's see if it can hold its gains. I mean, I wouldn't be sad if this thing held its gains. and became a multi-day runner. I mean, that's what I'm always looking for is multi-day runners. That's what I like playing. Man, it's looking heavy though in the 140s. I think it's gonna have a yank. Hence why I'm shorting. You know, it's fighting for every penny. Every time it goes up, it's just met with selling. Oh, there's a little yank. So if it pulls back to like 125, really that's my goal is like 125. Try to make 10% on every trade. That's the goal. Thank you guys for smashing the like button. There's the 130s. I'll look to cover a little bit at 130. Okay, I got a wish order at 130. Anybody else short this? Jonathan likes to short. I know he does. He's up in that Investors Underground chat room. All kinds of short sellers in there. It's holding up. It's holding the trend. So it looks like it wants to go higher. So I covered. And then we're going to try to short it higher. Covered half of it. Again, we get another pop up to 150. See if we can go to 150. I think we can go to 150, maybe. $142. Man, it just can't. It tries, but then it just gets. Every time it tries, it just gets smacked down. You know? I think it's going to roll over. It looks like it's rolling over. Doesn't it look like it's rolling over? I think here it comes for the pullback. And there's the little rollage. Maybe. Sometimes it helps look at the 5-minute chart. See what the 5-minute chart looks like. Look at the 5-minute chart. It's so much cleaner. Trend is still intact. Uh-oh. SRNE's coming back. Better put my stop loss in there. Looks like we might go to 150 now. It's not wanting to give it up just yet. Maybe. You're short SRNE? Yeah, it's slow. It's a slow day in general, actually. You know, I'm short SRNE too. It's a slow day in general today. I mean, FAMI's pretty much looks like it's going to be the biggest runner so far, and it's really not that great of a runner. So, I mean, all the pre-market winners are pretty much gave it all up. FAMI's, well, on the 1 minute chart, it looks like it's rolling over, but on, oh, I got a, what happened? Oh, I just, took me out of SRNE. I had a stop loss set at 125. Really? Maybe I'm hoping SRNE goes higher so I can short closer to red to green at 13 so I can short there. And one. Oh, FAMI. Come on, go to 125, FAMI. I'm glad it's a slow day, though, because I got to focus on my house. Instead, I'm still sitting here trading. Just when I was going to walk away, I found shares to short on FAMI. And is it going to break down? I feel like every time I think it's going to break down and dump down to the 120s, it fucking holds. All right, looks like it's going to go to the 150s, so I'm getting out. Yep, every time I say that, look. $145. There it goes. Sort of. Weak. Weak breakout. Weak as fuck. So I just re-shorted at 144. It might break out, but There it goes. I mean, it's trying to and it wants to, but it's... It's just real toppy up here. It's just, you know... I mean, it's holding, but it's not squeezing. That's for damn sure. SRNE going a little bit higher up to 1230. So I'm hoping SRNE can keep bouncing a little bit. And there we go. Smack down to 130. 137. Need this trend to break right here, so we can get a nice flush down to the 120s. It's looking tired. Looking tired. FAMI. Looking tired right now. Let me get a big death candle. SRNE up to 1230s now. Bouncing. See what the volume's like compared to the last time it spiked. I think it might do more volume today than it did back in June. But every time it's had a big volume day, history of failed spikes on this thing. So oh, 140, 130. Here it goes. Really feel like it's going to go now. Okay, there's 135. Come on. Let it go. Don't be so stubborn. Look at it. It could hold here. 136. I got $200 in profit I could take right now. But I really want... I got an order to cover at 127. Because I feel like here soon it's going to have just a big candle that's going to be like 20 cents. And then it'll probably bounce. Or it just gets bought up right here. It's going to get bought up right there. Yep. Got bought up right there at 135, 136. Well, there's some selling. Oh, I'm getting so impatient with it. 39. A string of red orders coming through on the level 2. Well, there's the buyer stepping back in. Come on. There it goes. There it goes. There's 135, 134. There's the red tapes coming through. 133. I got to order at 127. Maybe I should just take it off here at 130. Or some of it anyways. Half of it. 131. Come on. Is it going to find support there? Go ahead and touch VWAP. I got the order at 127. Alright, I'll take it at 130. Not all of it, just some of it. Watch, I wasn't patient enough and I could have got 127. My next goal is going to be 121. If it can get there. 122. Okay, I got an order to cover at 122. There's my 127. I would have got filled at. Had I waited just a little bit longer. $127, 128. Come on. Let's give us one more big red candle before you get bought up. Alright, I took some off at 128. It looks like it's starting to bounce now. Alright, it's got 1/4 of my position left. Just hold this. See if it fades. Well, I mean, down to the 120s. I mean, I think it's going to find support here. I actually hope it finds support at VWAP. I hope that it holds up, and I hope that we get a squeeze out of it, because it'll offer more opportunity on the short and the long side. But Tim Sykes just bought 168,000 shares of TPTW at 0.072. News with Walmart. Solid seeming news, so it could be an all-day runner. Goal is to make 10 to 20%. I'd go bigger, but is already up from 0.05. I'm a bit late to the game, but as I don't like trading midday. So let's look at that one that he's talking about. TPTW. And he's in at 0.072. So it's already moved significantly. This must be an OTC. The way it's looking, it looks like the way it's trading. TPTW. Yeah. Is it an OTC? It is a... Yep, it's an OTC. I could tell it's an OCT by the way the candles are. OTCs, they trade... How should I describe it? They trade much cleaner. Like, they don't trade... They're not so choppy. Like, fucking NASDAQs are just all over the place. Hey, look at that. FAMI down to 126. 125. Okay, got some more out at 124 on FAMI. Sweet. Nice. All right. Between the long and the short on FAMI, it's been nice. I mean, doing better than I expected. And SRNE is squeezing up to 1250. So I'm going to re-short there. And then add up towards 13. Look at that. FAMI all the way down to 123 now. Sold too early on the long on FAMI. Let's look at the daily on this one though, real quick. Yeah, I don't like that one. I don't like buying up here in the high near all this resistance. Not interested in that one. I think FAMI fades the rest of the day probably. Maybe not though. I hope it doesn't. I really hope it doesn't. I'd love to see FAMI hold VWAP. I'm not going to buy FAMI at VWAP though. I'd love to see it hold VWAP right here and grind back and come and break out later today. That'd be fantastic. I don't think it'll happen though. Okay, I'm done for good. Let's see here. Yep, I'm done for now. I'll be back next week for sure. Henry's going to be back with me. Okay. Thank you guys for tuning in. It was fun, man. You guys be well. Hope you guys caught some FAMI long with me. Hope you caught some short with me. Look at that. It's falling apart now. It's all good, though. You know. I caught about 15, 20 cents on the short side and caught about 30 cents on the long side. So, well, about 25. What am I saying? No, about 20. About 20 cents on the long, about 20 cents, 15, 20 cents on the short. So, all in all, 40 cents on a $1 stock, long and short. Made some money, growing that account. And that's going to do it. You guys trade safe. Be well. I'll see you guys next weekend. You guys have a great weekend. Enjoy your internet and power, because I know I'm going to. I'm going to go downstairs and clean my house and start repairing the damages. So, thank you guys. Thank you once again. And we will